Hey, what is going on, everybody, and welcome to another Blogs with Boilon Friday. We're going to start things off with a bit of a roundup of some of the bugs from this week that I want to share. Then we're going to talk about the Shang-Chi Fire Essence event store, because I've had a lot of people asking me what I'm doing with my currency, and if you haven't checked out my video from yesterday regarding the event, if you need some help on that, I do recommend checking that out. I have some, I have to say that I actually do like this event, and there's a lot of hate going around on Reddit regarding this, but frankly, I think this event has a lot of stellar rewards both for new players and for veteran players alike, and does guarantee a 4-star Shang-Chi completely free to play. After we go through this, we'll of course be jumping into the blog, discussing that alongside the latest photo of the patch 5.7 characters, which I'm sure some of you might have seen, and I have some theories about that, and we'll get into that as well. So strap in, everyone, and let's get the show started. Okay, and so there's two major things that I want to talk about before we get to the Shang-Chi event store. Okay, you guys might have seen this. So if you remember from last Friday's blog post, they did say that White Tiger and Phyla-Vell were both going to be in the Arena Orb store, the Arena Orb. But it turned out on Wednesday that White Tiger is available in the Blitz Orb, replacing Domino. Now, this is about time, and this is definitely better, in my opinion, than being in the Arena Orb, but it just proves that what happens, or what they say in the blog, maybe we really need to take with a grain of salt, because we don't know if that's gonna actually be true or not. Like I said, this is a more player-friendly change. I'm okay with this, and now Domino is available to purchase for those of you who are wanting to, I guess, who need her still for Doc Ock for X-Force. But yeah, just kind of strange that, they can't even, I don't know who's at fault here, if it's the people who wrote the blog post, or if they decided to backpedal on their decision on the Arena Orb. I don't know. You place your bets there, but it's just crazy how this has happened. The second thing I want to talk about here is this picture here. You guys may or may not have seen this. This was in the Shang-Chi 675 core orb. So this was, I think this may have been on Wednesday. I don't remember the exact date on this. And yeah, so inside of the orb, you can see the different rates of Captain Marvel. Why Captain Marvel? And she was included in the Shang-Chi 675 core orb. So if you bought an offer for this, and you pulled this within 15 minutes of the store reset, you would have seen this. Now, I'm curious if there's anyone out there watching my videos that may have ran into this or actually pulled some Captain Marvel shards. I don't know anyone who actually, had this happen to them. I didn't pull any of the orbs, but if you did, let me know what support did for you. I'm just genuinely a bit curious about that. So, and because this is about Shang-Chi, let's talk about the event store. So, interestingly, you guys may have noticed that there's a new arrow bar at an arrow button at the top of the stores. Now there's so many store tabs that we need to get an arrow button. So clicking on the limited time Fire Essence store, and something to note here is actually the store has a duration, as of recording this video, which is Friday afternoon, of course, 16 days and 4 hours. So that's actually 3 days longer than the event is actually live. So you can still spend your Fire Essence currency even after the event is over. Now, whether or not that reflects on the milestone, I'm not sure, because I don't know if the milestone will still be there. I don't remember how long the duration of the milestone was, but this does mean that if you have any, Fire Essence that you didn't spend for whatever reason, that you can still do it, I guess. And so, in terms of what I'm spending my Fire Essence on, I'm actually just buying G15 minis and some of the catalyst parts. Now, mainly, actually, I should have bought that one as well. Can I buy that? Yes, I can. So, focus and health catalyst parts, those are the ones that I am the lowest on. I say low, I'm at 3,000, but comparatively, I'm at like 5,000 for all the other ones. And so these are the ones that I'm buying personally, and any of the G15 minis. And then afterwards, Elite 5 credits. Now, the reason why I'm still buying the Elite 5 credits, it actually takes 100,000 Fire Essence currency to get a full Elite 5 orb, and that's well beyond the milestone. Now, the problem is that spending on the G15 minis and the catalyst isn't enough to fulfill the requirements of the milestone. You need to spend 72,000 currency. But the problem is you're only going to get 3 free refreshes per day on the store. don't core this. This is really not worth your time. But because of the price tag on the minis and the catalyst, like, you still need to spend 72,000. And if you were to buy G15 minis every refresh, you wouldn't have spent enough to get to that 72,000 mark. So you do need to kind of compensate with some elite credits here and there. So that's my plans for that. Hopefully I'll get over the 72,000 mark and get myself an Elite 6 orb at the end of it. Actually, like I said, the rewards are very good in this, and I do want to say that if you have 1,000 cores available, I do recommend buying this silver medallion. It's a guaranteed 30 Shang-Chi shards, with up to, it says guarantees 1 of, but it's 5 or 10 of Calling Wing or Misty Knight on the side, so you're getting 10 to 20 extra shards of Calling Wing or Misty Knight on top of the 30 Shang-Chi shards. Well, I always have a problem saying that, but it's a really good value for 1,000 cores. So if you do have some spare cores, do buy it. I bought it, and I don't regret it. And that's what you're going to need to do if you want the guaranteed 4-star Shang-Chi, because there's only 150 shards in the milestone and then 30 with the silver medallions. Otherwise, the other medallions are okay. The Redwood medallion and the gold medallion, these are the ones in the offer section. All of the other ones are going to be available in the milestone or in the login calendar that is available. And actually, I should have brought that up while I was here, but it's in my news section. I do have it. In case you guys haven't seen it, this is the login calendar, which will be starting soon, and you'll see that there are 4 medallions here, and then you get some silver and gold promos and some other goodies there. Like I said, I think this event has some really good content in it, and I think some of the complaints about this is a bit unwarranted. I think some people are just confused about the medallions. The medallions is solely to do with the costume and has nothing to do with the rest of the event unless you want the costume. If you don't want the costume, you can just ignore what all this means. And so I do really like this, and we'll be seeing more of this probably, because they did say that the event store is going to be a recurring feature. So get used to it, I guess. It's just in a different manner. It's probably not with the events, with the medallions, of course, unless they decide to do something different, but I doubt. This is probably a one-time thing on the medallions and this sort of method. So let's jump on over to the blog. Let's talk about that and the new characters coming. Alright everyone, so we have the blog post up called Blitz for Ratings with Cap Sam and Jubilee on the front cover. This kind of makes me seem like they're not going to be talking about the new characters, but let's read on and find out. Otherwise we'll be talking about that afterwards. So we did see in the data mines actually very recently today, this morning I think, that there was going to be some updates to the Real-Time Arena Season 10, so it looks like we are going to be getting that. Let's read what it says about the new Blitz objectives. So Season 10 will include the option of battling in Blitz as daily and weekly objectives. By either winning in Blitz or getting KOs in Real-Time Arena, you'll earn ratings towards Mojo's Mayhem. The choice is yours. Accompanying the addition of Blitz to Mojo's Mayhem will be a small improvement to the Blitz rank rewards. So I'm concerned about this. What does that really mean? Which goes live with Strife's Bad Blood Blitz on September the 9th. That's in 6 days. Okay, so we'll have to see what the rank rewards look like. I'll take a screenshot of before, so I know the before and after. Yeah, and I wonder how many Blitz wins you're going to have to do to compensate for KOs. So, and how that's going to impact the scoring and going forward with potential new character blitzes and what that means. Featured character, we're getting Multiple Man Season 10. That's actually okay. The problem is, I guess, is that he's, depending on how fast you go through the season, Adam Warlock's event is going to be roughly in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks Monday, I think. So that's a bit, you know, you might not be fully through the RTA pass before Adam Warlock's event comes around. But for my baby account, it will allow me to get some shards because he's Doom 3-9. That's really late game. So this will give people a way to actually get shards for Multiple Man and maybe get an unlock for him for other reasons. Maybe not necessarily for Adam Warlock, but say for Dark Dimension City, for new accounts, things like this. Upcoming blitzes, we have a Quake Blitz. Really? That's awful. And Strife on next Thursday, which is the start of this new RTA Blitz thing. Character availability. Wait, what? Oh, Cap Sam in the Elite Store. I thought it was for farming. Okay, so September the 8th, that's also, according to my calendar, that's next Wednesday, going to be in the Red Star Store. So if you need to get some Red Stars for him. And then we have the Jubilee event, of course. There's going to be double shards for Jubilee coming up soon. While you're earning Shang-Chi, oh my god, I can never say his name. It's too many letters. Don't forget about the two, but yeah, the bonus events. So we have the bonus events specifically to this event. There's going to be some double energy events coming as well, with the Back to Boot Camp apparently coming around, and then Block Party on the same day as well. Move on from the Flash event to another Block Party. So this Block Party still every 2 months. It's not every month, unless I'm missing something, but yeah, I don't understand why it can't be every month. It really should be at this point. What a terrible blog. So good thing I have some more stuff to talk about, but wow, absolutely nothing really of note, really, other than the updates to RTA. We'll have to wait and see how many Blitz wins that's going to take to clear the objectives. But it's funny. Isn't this really funny? I find this super hilarious. People have been complaining about RTA for so long, and now they're just, F this, and now you can get it through Blitz wins. A lot of people were saying back in the day when this was first implemented, why was this not a battle pass, kind of like the strike pass is now? You know, why were you not able to complete it by doing other things or you know, using characters in other game modes? So yeah, sounds like they're just almost scrapping the idea of RTA, because I have a feeling that people would probably rather do blitzing, unless it's some obscene amount, than do RTA. People would rather trade blitz simming or something than RTA. We'll find out, though, next Thursday. So what I do want to finish off talking about is the new characters for patch 5.7 next patch. So we got this photo on Twitter and Facebook yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon sometime, and there's 3 characters here. Now right off the bat, can definitely know who these characters are. Silver Samurai, Lady Deathstrike, and Omega Red. We also have the colors on the back, so silver of the nameplate here, Silver Samurai, Omega Red, red nameplate has to be that. Lady Deathstrike, whatever. But you can see, if you guys have ever watched the 90s cartoon, 90s X-Men cartoon, that's pretty much how she looks. So I could definitely immediately recognize these 3 characters. Now, the question is, we all thought there was going to be a Doom Raid tech patch coming, but these are kind of mutant characters. Now, I have been told that Silver Samurai's son did take up the mantle of Silver Samurai, and he's not a mutant, and he did use tech-based armor. So whether or not that's going to be the case, I don't know. For Lady Deathstrike, some were saying that she's not actually a mutant, and she was only a mutant in one of the movies. But in terms of actually being a mutant, it's, you know, without actually doing a ton of research, but admittedly I didn't beforehand, but there were some cases where she was not a mutant. Omega Red, now this is an interesting one on 2 reasons. Some people think that Omega Red might be the next legendary. I don't know, I'm not going to say, but if he was going to be the next legendary, he would need to be announced by next Friday, because realistically they do give us a heads up before the patch. They let us know what the legendary team unlock is and things like that. So if that's going to be the case, they need to let us know pretty soon. I would say by next Friday, and if not by then he's probably not the legendary. He could be a mutant tech character. That is highly possible. So I think that would be very interesting, because he has the tentacles, and that part is a tech component. Even Silver Samurai, if it's the other version of Silver Samurai, or the son, could be a tech version. Lady Deathstrike has some cybernetic implants, things like this as well. Could be a tech character. So all 3 of these characters could be a tech character. If Omega Red is dual mutant tech, that could also be really interesting. Omega Red could also be a Marauders. Now, what team would this be otherwise? Some people were pointing to Weapon X. So that's Silver Samurai, Lady Deathstrike, Wolverine, possibly with a Wolverine rework, Sabretooth, and then who knows after that. And then that would remove Sabretooth from the current Marauders, and maybe be able to slide Omega Red in that position instead. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below with regards to this photo here. What character, what team do you think this is going to be on? Do you think Omega Red is going to be a legendary character or not? In terms of a legendary unlock, I've discussed this in the past though, so I'm kind of 60% Heroes for Hire, 40% Secret Avengers. The only issue right now with the Heroes for Hire is that they're giving away a lot of Shang-Chi shards for you to play, so I'm not 100% sure whether or not that's going to be the case or not. So we'll find out. Maybe next week we'll get some more information on these characters, and hopefully by next Friday we'll get a better blog telling us what kind of team this might be, or whether or not Omega Red's a legendary or not. Let me know if you think that's the case down below, and I'll have more to talk about this probably early next week. So that's the end of the blog post, guys. Hope you enjoy your weekend. I'll be seeing Shang-Chi, the movie, on Shang-Chi. Some people have been getting on to me about the pronunciation. I know the pronunciation. I'm just being dumb and saying it that way. But I'll be seeing that on Sunday, and yeah, I'm looking forward to enjoying my weekend. So hopefully you guys do the same, and until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I will see you all later. Boilon signing out.